from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. It's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. The Philadelphia Eagles taking on Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by a man making a remarkable return to the football field. It is Alex Smith.
He had the numbers of the game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night?
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
On the play.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Taken down.
The numbers for Williams a week ago, 13 carries, 51 yards and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
From the 41, Smith. Throw left side complete. That's Cox. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 3rd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now Williams. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Smith. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
4 yards. It's now 3rd and 6.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. They'll run on first down. Williams. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap for Smith. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive.
Incomplete.
But instead, 3rd down.
Williams brings up 3rd down and 4.
Smith. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, they have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Smith. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come in, and it'll be 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Gay's kick is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead.
Eagles 3, Giants 0.
They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
Tariq Cohen on the return.
The Giants go to work on offense for the first time, and it's Daniel Jones leading the way, the number 6 pick in the 2019 draft.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. The numbers on the ground for Gurley last week. 11 carries, 53 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
His throw incomplete. Jones pass. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. It's 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. New York. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports.
Eagles 3, Giants nothing.
On first down, Jones. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Jones looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. The tackle made by Benson Mayowa. 2nd and 8.
Benson Mayowa on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Eagles' 18-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. From the gun, Jones. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Jacoby Myers, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown.
Bradley Pinion.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 29.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Smith. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Jamal Williams. 3rd down here.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Smith. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
1st and 10.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. On 1st down, it's Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Looking sideline, incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
And 11.
He'll drop this down to Williams. And he's got this down to the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Smith now to throw. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
To Rashad Penny. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
Now the 3rd-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
Eagles 6.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard.
So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They got the victory last week. That was against Washington, and now they lead this ball game as well. Set to go here, 1st and 10. Now Jones. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Jones pass.
He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there. And now it's 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 10 at the
Operating from the gun. Jones. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Todd Gurley.
Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning.
It's now 2nd.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Giants.
From the gun, Jones. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Throwing Jones. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in...
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Credit that sack to Robert Quinn.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. Some great games still to come, and I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there as they get set to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Lots to look forward to in the late afternoon window as well, one being a late start in Foxborough, where it'll be the Patriots taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And finally, on Sunday Night Football, they've got a good one lined up between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Las Vegas Raiders. In our game, we were treated to a strong first half from the former Blue Devil, Daniel Jones. His guys lead, though, by only a point. It's been a tight one. As for the start of the third quarter, we'll send it back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that.
8-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
intended for Jacoby Myers. Incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for New York. It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over first and 10. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be second and 10.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing on second down, Smith. He's got this complete to Marcel Aitman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Eagles.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Penny, a first down carry. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
The ball carrier.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 50, it's Smith. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Smith's pass complete to Keelan Doss. That's a gain of 3.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football, and that really hurts you as an offense.
Doug Peterson going to roll the dice here. They will go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Giants are going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Jones.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Smith on 1st down. Got an open man. It's Aikman. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
16-yard line.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Play action. It's Smith. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Robert Quinn able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. gets a chance to get after the quarterback, it's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
The Eagles send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
11 on the play. First down, Giants.
They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Giants. Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride him maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then...
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, down at the 31. From the gun, Smith. He'll get this one to Patrick. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to them, and it's paying off.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Smith. And he'll find Hall. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Complete to Marvin Hall. It's a gain of 7 Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 7-yard line.
2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. Throwing again is Smith, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Rashad Penny, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Eagles move back within a couple of the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Cohen now to return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Cohen on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
New York set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The first down run with Gurley, good for only about 3. It's 2nd down now.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
But we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters block.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Delay of game, offense.
Hey, man, let's play our game.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still 2nd down.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there. After after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
30, Jamal Williams.
On the stop, Stephon Anthony with a tackle.
The 26. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd
To throw on 2nd and 6. Smith. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal. At the 8.
On 2nd and goal. Smith. Oh, no, he lost the football.
The pass. A fumble.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Smith. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. And Gay knocks this one through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Eagles 17. Giants 14.
Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
So now Jones and the Giants down 17-14, a minute 55 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. He'll look to throw. That's complete into the hands of Myers. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be from 49 yards out. Gay's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
Eagles 20, Giants 14.
So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough? Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Here's the Philadelphia defense now as they head back onto the field. And they'll see if they can get one final stop with this crowd behind them.
And let's face it, as much as we want to say it's all about the guys on the field, they can get some help right here from the home crowd. And they're going to try their best to get them motivated, get them involved. But they're going to need to make a play or two in order to keep them in that spot.
The crowd's making some noise now. That goes for a gain of 31. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Gurley. And a short pickup there down to about the 9.
Gurley, the ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. That's complete right around the 8. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. And it's the final minute of the 4th quarter. The dramatic score to tie it, and now they just need the PAT to get the lead late 4th quarter.
So much for the touchdown maker. It's all about the extra point attempter. And I can't wait to see how this one turns out.
So they're not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. And they have got the lead. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. And this one incomplete. And all that remains is 13 seconds. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Smith. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. One last throw here for Smith. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Eagles.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Giants, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.